in short order, we will all, young and old, pledge allegiance to our new leader, Premier Romanov of the USSR.
Commander, your performance in Colorado was pretty darn impressive. But things have changed since you've been away fighting. The war is over. What I've come to realize is that the commies and us want the same things. You know, female
I don't think we need to hear any more of that.
steak.
It appears that the President and even General Carville are under the influence of a Soviet psychic beacon. It's a mind control device developed by this man. This is Yuri. Our intelligence sources now believe that Yuri and his psychic core are the ones responsible for compromising our defenses before the invasion. Right now, the Soviets control much of the population in the area. Oh, don't worry, Commander. I'm not red yet. Intelligence has not yet determined the exact location of the beacon, but you can be sure it will be heavily guarded by the Soviets. I can link you to all the unaffected troops in the area. Use them to destroy the beacon. With the beacon destroyed, the President will be free to secure a safer location.
Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Command & Conquer Red Alert 2.
It is a multi-purpose raider capable of boosting the standard weapon capabilities of any infantryman inside. Battle control online.
That is a very important lesson on the abilities of the IFV, which we will explore later. But for now, let us comment on what we have seen. So apparently, our superiors believe.
Need a repair? Studying blueprints.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was distracted. I had to do a good deed.
Construction options.
Well, apparently,
Unit promoted.
my superiors believe that the commies and the American top brass all want the same thing, which seems to be peace. We ain't having no peace. I will not allow it, and neither will Eva. I have no guarantees that Eva is still on my side. She could be brainwashed. Everyone else could be telling the truth. I could be brainwashed, and I could be about to stab Eva in the back. Who knows? But I'm gonna choose the path of bloodshed. If nothing else, the campaign would be too short. I need content, damn it.
Construction complete. New construction options.
You're gonna get to watch me build a base for the first time ever. And my first question, upon immediately trying to build a base, is why did my harvester spawn here and not here? I have no answer for this question. It was rhetorical in nature.
Options. Building.
Pillbox is very tempting.
Sir, yes, sir.
Civilians. The worst kind of villain.
Construction complete. Unit lost.
You notice how we have absolutely no issues whatsoever in just slaughtering them. We don't try to pacify them. We're not taking prisoners alive over here. No. You raise weapons against me, you are done for. You are dead. I will kill more of my own people than the Soviets. It doesn't matter to me. Lessons must be learnt the hard way. It's kind of sad that I'm their only hope, isn't it?
Structure garrisoned.
On a lighter note, garrisoning.
The Soviets have taken Tesla technology to the final step. A man in a Tesla-powered suit. These soldiers are excellent at destroying tanks and also seem to be able to power up Tesla coils with their extra energy. Construction complete.
That sounds a bit technical for me. We'll focus more on those abilities when we're playing as the Soviets. For now,
Building.
I need another chrono miner, which is far more impressive technology, let's be honest here. No, if I'm being completely honest, far more impressive technology is the ability to garrison into buildings, which we haven't known in previous Red Alert. This is new tech. Powerful tech. So what happens when you garrison in a building? Well, you can shoot from the windows of the building. Everyone inside the building is basically impervious to harm, until the building itself is destroyed, but the buildings are buildings, and they are therefore very sturdy. What this means is in a standard infantry gunfight, my infantry are nigh on invulnerable. I therefore can't lose. take a moment to appreciate what's going on here. So these are just normal American civilians that have been brainwashed, walking towards the base. And my trained army personnel have taken up a building, enforced the roofs, sandbags around the floor, taken up positions at the windows, and are just mowing down rows of civilians.
Ready to roll. Good to go.
I'm the good guy, okay? I'm the hero.
Ready to roll. Outstanding. Ready to roll. Securing position.
Building.
Seriously, I feel evil. Well, you know, needs must.
Squared away. Showtime.
Allow me to explain what the IFE does, even though Eva's already explained it.
Ready to roll.
But no one really listens to Eva, let's be honest here. And the IFE, by default, can shoot rockets.
Good to go.
The rockets are pretty weak.
High speed, low.
Technically, I guess you'd call them anti-armor, good against tanks. But practically, you'd say
Building.
they're kind of bad. Because if I want something that can fight a tank, I'll make a tank. So what are these for? These rockets? Well, they're anti-air.
Bound forward.
And they're reasonably decent at that.
Unit ready.
So this rocket IFE we shall refer to as the anti-air IFE. But when you garrison it, much like a building, with a infantry unit, they take on the properties of that infantry unit. So, we fire rockets, but if possessed by a GI, had to get the correct name, now we have a minigun turret, and we become very good against infantry, which is what these units are good against. If we put in an engineer, we become a mobile repair vehicle that I can't demonstrate because nothing is injured.
Building.
And look at these ranges, you see? We amplify all the abilities. I don't know what the Smithsonian is. Is it a museum? I think it's a museum.
Unit ready.
What does it look like? I need some help.
Building.
I need a radar, that's what I need. I need a hospital.
Destination commander. Bound forward.
But yes, we have very impressive anti-infantry range when you put a GI inside an IFE.
Unit reporting.
Other units do other things. We will explore them as we get to them.
Tech building captured. New construction options.
Capturing a hospital is very good because it lets us heal. Oh. It lets us heal our
Destination commander.
infantry.
Securing position. Ready to roll. Bound forward. Good to go. Securing position.
I'll just ignore that. Oh, good lord.
Unit lost.
There's more units in there than I expected.
Outstanding. High speed. Securing position. On our way, sir. Good to go. Unit report. Bound forward.
You can finally know the names of our planes. They are Harrier jets. Alright, fantastic. And the only other thing worth mentioning then is that our airfield is also our radar, which is very convenient because I love to make some bombers.
Sir, yes, sir. Moving out.
And I can't play without a radar. I'm incapable.
High speed, low drag.
Or incapable to use the correct English.
Securing position.
And where's my repair vehicle? Wait, I got rid of my engineer. Damn it.
Ready to roll.
I thought that would select all of them.
Lost.
I just double-clicked that unit thinking it would do something like a modern game.
Yes, sir. Securing position.
But this is not a modern game, this is an old-fashioned game. If I wish to select all of these GI units, I need to select one of them and press T. T for all.
On my way.
Don't ask me.
Securing
Reinforcements have arrived.
What I know is it gets the job done.
fire zone confirmed.
Now whilst we're out having a little sortie, I'll build up an actual army that's going to try and win the mission.
Unit lost.
My base is pretty much impregnable because I've got 2 garrisoned buildings. Yet they're that strong.
Unit ready.
I probably shouldn't be fighting this entire swathe of infantry
Unit lost.
under cannon fire. But yeah, no, let's just spice things up a bit.
Unit ready.
Alright, everyone, the tank is probably more important
Unit lost.
than securing the football
Unit
field.
promoted.
It can wait. Is this gold the correct size? It looks very
Unit
thin.
ready. Unit lost.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Also, aren't I in America? Why is there a football pitch? This doesn't seem right. I thought you people despised this sport.
Pilot reporting.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Instruments locked on.
What unit should we go for? Well, we're gonna need some engineers, so let's get started with that.
Unit ready.
Get the impression that 5 bombers would destroy a harvester, which is an important number to know.
Destination commander. Outstanding. Unit reporting. Good to go. Need a repair?
Unit ready.
I have the tools.
Unit ready.
I have the tools. I won't be late.
Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna have an army of repairers who can repair one another.
Building.
Mixed in with that,
New rally point established.
we're
Training.
gonna have some GIs. I hear gunfire.
Unit ready.
You,
Unit
were
ready.
you guys fighting something?
Aircraft reporting. Instruments locked.
I appreciate the gesture.
Destination commander. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. New rally point established.
Ready to roll. Good
Unit ready.
I haven't said it explicitly, but I think everyone's familiar with rally points by now, right?
on my way.
Unit ready.
Destination commander. Securing position. Got it. Destination commander. Closing in.
Unit ready.
The only problem I can see with my mobile repair vehicles is that when I issue an attack order,
Building.
because they can't attack, they're just gonna run up and greet the enemy tanks head on.
Outstanding.
Which, you know, they could do a sort of jaunty handshake, I suppose, with these claws, but it's not practical.
Destination commander.
Unit ready.
Ready to roll.
I want my bombers on a different number. I'm gonna try my best to play properly, okay? I'm gonna use hotkeys. I'm gonna call in a bombing strike on that building for no apparent reason, because I could just destroy it with my units that are here anyway. But it makes me look like I'm doing something productive. It didn't even work,
Outstanding. Outstanding.
but the plan looked good.
Ready. Securing position. Assault.
Basically, if at the end of this playthrough you mistakenly think that I know how to play these games, I'm gonna call that a win.
Unit promoted.
Would appear I don't have enough anti-infantry in my armoured battalion. Or repairers. Do you not automatically repair? No, you do. Just your range is questionable.
Unit promoted.
Units are getting promoted. We'll talk about exactly what promotions do right now. So when you do enough... I was going to say damage, but that's not the right word. When you kill enough worth of units... Strange phrase. But when that happens, you can get promoted. What does that mean? Well, we got a GI here. He costs $200.
Unit ready.
If he kills an enemy GI, it's not going to happen because that would be an allied unit, but, you know, go with it. If he killed an allied GI, he would get 200 points to his name. Doesn't matter if he kills it entirely himself or if he just gets the last hit. If 4 of his mates went and bullied someone, or if he takes down 6 single-handedly, the person who gets the last hit gets the credit. And then he gets 200 points to his name.
Unit ready.
When he gets enough points, he gets promoted. How many points? Well, the number of points you need depends on your initial cost. So a GI promotes easier than a Grizzly tank. I believe you have to get twice your initial worth, or 3 times your initial worth. My instinct says 3 times.
Engineering. Got the plans right here.
But you can see why it's difficult for me to describe, because my instinct is to call it damage.
Units.
To do 3 times your cost in damage, but that's not right, because it depends who gets the kill.
Double time.
Building.
Moving out. Moving out. Digging in. Unit reporting. Unit reporting.
And let's not dwell on the details. I'm sure someone in the comments will know the precise numbers. All I know is,
Unit
if
ready.
your units kill things, they'll promote. The more expensive they kill, the better. The cheaper they are, the faster they promote. That's it. That's all we need to know.
Unit ready.
What does promoting do? Well, when you first promote to veteran status, which is a single chevron, you get boosts to your... Oh, heavens.
Unit
Your
ready.
damage, certainly. Something else. Your survivability, maybe. Your range, maybe. Your attack speed, maybe. You can get small buffs in some sense. Certainly damage.
Unit ready.
But when a veteran unit upgrades again, it upgrades to an elite unit, which has 3 chevrons. There is no rank for 2 chevrons. I'm sorry, military fans.
Vehicle ready. Destination.
Unit ready.
Or we're making a mockery of it.
We're going in.
Building.
So that's going to be one hell of an army waiting for me when I finish with this lot.
Unit ready.
But yes, if you upgrade a second time, you upgrade to the almighty elite status, and when you go elite, then you get powerful. And I don't just mean a little bit of power. Elite units are insane. You're going to see how strong they are at some point, I'm sure.
Ready to roll. Pilot
But
reporting.
they are good.
Commander, securing commencing assault.
Unit ready.
Not haha good, not 20% better than a base unit good. They are... one of these could maybe solo a base if handled correctly kind of good.
Unit ready.
You'll see it, trust me. It sounds like I'm just making stuff up, and I do that quite a bit.
Unit
But
promoted.
I'm being genuine for once.
Unit ready.
I also have noticed that elite units heal themselves. Just passively over time. Very powerful effect.
Unit ready. Unit promoted.
Watch this guy, he should heal himself now. And I could use my purpose-built repairing units to repair him as well. Oh, wait, he's dead.
Ready.
Well... there. I have nothing to
Unit
say.
promoted.
I mean, it's entirely my own fault. What kind of defense could I possibly have?
Ready.
They've rebuilt this very fast.
Unit promoted.
Unit reporting. Destination, Commander? Commencing assault.
Ah, there's a good example. This tank has entered elite. So allow me to demonstrate. This is a tank. Tanks fire shells. You see a shell, it hits the target and it kind of puffs out.
Unit
Like a
ready.
cannonball with a bit of gunpowder mixed in. I don't care that he dies. This tank, however, is elite. When he fires a shell, a small tactical nuke goes off.
Unit ready.
Becoming elite changes your weapon to the secondary elite weapon type. It makes you very powerful.
Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
There is a tactic around deliberately feeding units. We'll call it experience, shall we? Points? I don't know. Veterancy
Unit ready.
to deliberately upgrade a unit. For example, right now I should make sure this tank doesn't get any more points, because it can't upgrade any further.
Unit ready.
But that sounds a lot like hard work. I'm deliberately not going to look at my base, by the way. I want it to be a mystery as to how many units I've built.
Unit ready. Building.
My attention does not seem to be required back home.
Unit lost.
Rather, my attention is required here. To destroy this so they stop rebuilding everything.
Unit promoted.
I feel sorry for that engineer, I truly do.
Unit promoted. Unit ready.
It's the fact that he still tried to complete his job, even in the face of 10 armored units. I was going to say tanks, but that's not fair. Not as brave as this dog, though, who made his kill.
Unit ready. Unit
I wonder if
lost.
2 repair vehicles can just repair each other for all eternity.
Unit lost.
I know the answer, it depends how much fire they're coming under.
Unit ready.
I think I'm slightly outnumbered here.
Unit lost.
Oh, my tanks are launching nuclear warheads, so should be
Unit
alright.
lost.
You'll notice which of my tanks managed to survive.
Good to go. Driver up.
Unit ready.
I shouldn't have clicked back yet. It could have got so much more impressive.
Unit reporting.
But a part of me now wants to see if I can complete the entire mission just with these guys. Like my own little elite hit squad.
Unit ready.
I don't even know what my mission objective was. Was it to kill everyone, or was it to save these landmarks?
Securing commencing assault.
I know which I'd rather do. Oh, it was to destroy the beacon and save everyone. Right, right. I'm supposed to be saving the civilians, not killing them all. Good. Why did no one remind me of this? Oh, I'm such a great leader. Everyone's going to be so pleased Unless their loved ones were part of the riot. The first riot that came to attack my base, or the second one, or any of the 12 that have been approaching me since then. But if your loved ones are still alive, you're going to be happy to be free. I'm sure the generals will smooth things over, it's alright.
Yes, sir. Commencing assault. Unit reporting.
Primary objective achieved.
I have saved the White House, which is tiny. Seriously, how is it that small?
Incoming transmission.
It's about the size of one barracks.
Commander, whatever it is we're paying you, it isn't enough.
Agreed.
I don't know how you got us out of this mess, but I'm extremely grateful. After this is over, I'm going to promote you to whatever you like.
President.
Keep an eye out, Commander. I need you out there.
We're on the same wavelength, aren't we? You and me. Wait, that's not good. Question though, how the devil did they erect a psychic beacon outside the gates of the White House? Did no one wonder when that thing was going up? The builders were working on it. We need to tighten our security. Or, I'll tell you what we really need. We need some insights from the Soviet side. That's right, we're switching allegiances. Next video we're going to be playing as the Soviets in Soviet mission number 1. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.